Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 as the United States of America. We are marching hard on Germany over here, and we have, joy of joy, completed our very first tank. We've got a bit of a force assembled over here, which is going to be very nice, although this can be merged together, because those, again, were some of those continental forces that I had defending that were only 2 stacks, 2 brigades per division to defend the borders. So really we've got 4 full divisions over here, and we do have a landing craft about to pick them up. Now, I don't think we're going to do an amphibious attack with these guys, especially since they're not Marines, but now that this is French again, and it is, I think it might be a great idea to go and finish off things in Italy. I mean, it looks like the UK is getting some stuff done. Actually, that's not the UK. But it looks like we are getting a little bit of work done down here. We could accelerate things a wee bit by landing here ourselves and assisting. Although, honestly, if the UK have that covered, it might just be time for us to start hitting Italy. Now, Italy is not going to have no troops whatsoever, although I'm wondering, they have literally nothing along the French border. I think the answer might actually be to land down here, you know, maybe push it there, but I'm hoping to do over here just because we're less likely to get spotted if we come in here and go in there. To that end, I am directing some more fleets over to park themselves in Gibraltar for now, then we might move them later on, just to try to secure things in the Mediterranean a little bit so we don't have to get worried about being sunk by some, what do you want to call it? Italian ships. Words are hard. Meanwhile, most of our troops are queued up to move, with the exception of these dudes here, who are guarding Hamburg for us, which is going to be very nice. We have our stack moving towards Copenhagen, so that ideally we can liberate Denmark relatively soon, which will be quite nice. It would also be nice to go into Norway, but we may have to leave Norway occupied as we just continue to push into Berlin over here. And we are making that push. There's a possibility that these... I was going to say Italian, but that's not Italian. This is Italian. Troops might do some sort of counterattack over here, or these... not Romanian, not Bulgarian. I'm bad at flags! No, not that. Ah! Hungarian! Hungarian. Like, damn it, I know that flag is down here somewhere. Hungarian and Italian troops over here might go and punch me to the side, especially we might end up overextending and get a bit... cut off from supplies, but I think we'll be able to maintain that. And of course, once we go and take Copenhagen, then we should be able to come back with our troops and be in relatively good shape. So, without further ado, I think we'll go and pause, run it on speed 2. We won a Battle of Mannheim. We've got another engagement over here, which we're clearly going to win, which is great. I've got this HQ still holding out. Oh, it's actually going to go and connect itself back to supply chains, but only momentarily because we're going to cut off some more people over here, which is going to be a fine and lovely thing to do. Did my ships land? They did. Y'all, get on a boat. These boats, we're going to have you land in Gibraltar first, because this should be relatively safe, and then what we'll do is ideally we'll have some ships then. We might even take some of the ships that are cruising off the coasts over here to do some slightly more better defenses. So we haven't seen any enemy ships here in quite a long time. I think I might just actually move this entire light fleet to over here and get them to start patrolling right over here for a little while. Just try to get a sense about what might be buzzing about. Intentionally Canadianified that. Buzzing the boot. Okay, some battles. That should also be okay. What is that? Motorized? Mechanized? I don't remember. Motorized. Which is a pretty good division. I mean, it's infantry, basically, but it's fast moving. Still, there's only one of them. And we continue closing on Berlin. So the question is, are the Germans defending Berlin? Or not. You have no supplies. You should be able to move. I mean, I realize that's a lot of troops together. We've got our transport fleet as well, which is good. People are still moving over there. I don't know how much we can actually transport with this fleet, but we'll try to get out a bunch of people. There's a bit of pushback maybe happening because I'm pulling back, but again, Communist China, who is these guys, yeah? It doesn't tell me who controls it, but I believe that's the case. Should be able to hold their own, I hope. I've done enough damage over there for them. How's the cutoff going on over here? Oh, these tanks are going to be able to get out of the way. Tanks, of course, is very fast moving, so not really terribly surprising. That's going to go fine for us. And there's actually no one sitting in Berlin. There is nobody sitting in Berlin, you guys. We are just going to take it. Holy cow. Really not expecting that. You come back and hold on to Rostock for us. Wow. Usually the AI has some, 1 or 2 units sitting around in a lot of their important locations like this. They might get there in time. And urban terrain is very easy to defend because, streets and things and whatnot. So it'll be quite interesting to see, actually, what happens over there for us. All right. 1, 1, 1. Good. You guys, you're going to move that way, which is fine. We're going to send one guy that way and a couple over there, which is going to be okay. You're making a beeline over there. You're currently out of supply, but they should start to flow again soon. That's probably just a temporary status. We've got some French HQs formed up. You are doing that, which is fine and lovely. You guys are all HQs, basically, which is fine. Same thing over here. You're good. Hello, Canadian troops. How's it going? I will probably keep you in the airbase for now. What else could we do with you? Well, we tried. I wonder if these tanks are broken, and if we moved in here, we'd be attacking across river into armor, into light armor. If they're not organized, it'll be good, but I don't have that information. So I think I actually will just sit here for a tick. Part of me is wondering about backtracking, grabbing that stuff, or even making a run to the coast. I think we're going to be okay for now. On the Battle of Mannheim, lovely. You're out of supply, but yeah, you'll be able to go soon enough. Can't even tell you to move. All right. You... Really? Oh, right. We're making some of these beelines. No, let's just keep going for some control points over here. Most of the cities will be victory points. I keep saying control points. I mean victory points. About the same. All right. So we are still trying to move into Berlin over here. Very curious to see exactly what happened. I suppose this guy... He can't attack yet. But if he'd started an attack there, he'd be able to delay this guy. If they do get in the city, what I might do is pull back on the attack and then work on a little bit more encirclement-y kind of stuff. Encirclements! Someone should really make that product. Next time there's a Hearts of Iron 4 event, Paradox, if you're listening, I expect to be offered some encirclements. You should really move here, and one of you should move back that way. I don't want to lose Neumünster. Engage the enemy. Won the Battle of Dusseldorf. And you guys can definitely scooch forward. So let's take a look at the victory. So you guys head that way. Please and thank you. You guys will head through there, and then, I don't know, up through Castle. And you could probably make a move. In fact, I'm wondering if it might be really good. Well, let's avoid the tank, right? But we might be able to cut off another sort of swath of land over here and get some cool things going on. Headquarters, you guys can keep moving forward. Hello, Canadians! Canadians powered by maple syrup. Alright, that is okay. We don't actually have full morale in those battles, but they had very little morale. Or organization. And it looks like we have technically taken Berlin. I was just expecting a pop-up. What's going on here? Alright, since we took it then, you are simply going to... Actually, I think you maybe should sit tight and make sure we don't get overextended or cut off over here. Just have our holdings. One of you stay here. The other one, your job is just to stop there. We're going to have a... Whoops. We're going to have a line of defenses along this border. Great stuff, you guys! We have Berlin. So there's still a few victory points scattered all over the place. Now, I don't know what that does to their supply, because normally the supply flows through the capital. So their capital has been moved down to Vienna over here. So presumably that fixes it, but it might take a while. I don't know if they lose their supply depot, or at the very least supplies have to start flowing again. I expect that for now, yeah, we have way more room than that, because we have 15 transports, so yeah, we'll wait a little bit longer for more dudes to show up over here. I'm tempted to go and tell them to do a strategic movement to do this, but no, we'll wait a little bit longer. What was I going to say? I suspect for now that there's going to be a bunch of kerfuffleage in their queue, and as a result, they're most likely not going to get much in the way of supplies for a bit. Some of that flow might be interrupted. Do I want this? No, I think I'm going to want two smaller light fleets. Actually, maybe I'll go with 2 trios of destroyers. Yeah. So, you... What is this? That's some French transports. Okay. So you are going to patrol... You can probably go a little further. Say here. Be defensive. Don't take any, like, stupid risks. You're going to patrol further. Around here. Patrol, and again... Defensive. Not passive, but defensive. Don't take too many risks. And we're going to hopefully get an idea as to how this area is before we go and do our landing. These are not necessarily fleets that can take out a big enemy fleet, but it will hopefully give us the information that we need as to whether we can make a run in there at all. Alright, so we do have a hole in our defenses here. A hole. But I don't think they're in a position to really exploit it all that much. Some people said I should talk to someone and maybe get some more puppeting going on. I mean, we already have Japan. Like, I don't know what other war goals we can potentially add. Because this all still just counts as Japan. Yeah, we already did Manchukuo. You are... Ah. I do. Okay. So, war with Manchukuo over there. So add more war goals to try to puppet these guys. Add war goal to install democracy in Italy, as opposed to puppeting them. I don't know, why don't we just puppet all the things? Puppet all the things! This will be relevant in case we decide to do Operation Unthinkable, for example. You're on our side. You are not. Puppet Bulgaria. Puppet Romania. I don't know. It sounds like the sort of thing that would be fun to do. Turkey, are you... You're just out of it, right? Yeah, you're just out of the war right now, so that's alright. Yugoslavia is... Right, okay, good. Fine, fair, good, groovy. And we're continuing to move forward on all fronts. Ooh, not here. Well, some of these guys are. And others are not. I think at this point we can move pretty aggressively. Okay, I want to click on the guys. We're not moving. There we are. Nuremberg. And scooch forward with our commands. It's going to be alright. Oh, we might be having some difficulty over there. Cancel. Lost the battle Bonn. Is that Bonn? It is, actually. There, just as I was about to try to reinforce. That other one got lost. But, that's because I wasn't moving in with very many people. Now I'm going to move in with a very healthy division from the north and 2 from the south. They will have to cross a river, but overall... Yeah, they have no organization. Or was that somewhere else? No, there we go. Yeah, they broke right away. You... Stay where you are. Yeah, move 2 up there and keep 1 where it is. That's going to be perfectly fine, actually. And you're moving that way. We'll get you to split up a wee bit here. You guys can move up. You can definitely move up. As can you. Try to grab Bamberg. Making a path for Nuremberg from a couple of different ways. You are now somewhat supplied, which is great. Let's take a look at the victory point map mode. You can make your way down to Innsbruck, which is going to be fine. Obviously, it would be very nice to grab the rocket research site over there, which we are working on. We are being attacked over here, and it looks like they are, in fact, winning. I want to go and add some more troops over here if we can. You're out of supply, which is not terribly surprising. I'm going to get you, once you're done, you're going to come back over this way. We did lose that province officially, but we're going to attack again, and from there. And you who are running away, you're going to go and sit yourself in Hamburg. Well, you can't right now because you're retreating. Don't want to lose Hamburg, but it would be nice to be able to just push back in general. I guess if we win this battle, these guys here can actually just stop and end their turn in Hamburg instead of moving back over here, which will be perfectly fine. Alright, so you guys are still scooting a boot. It is slow moving across there, but it's going to do it. Keep holding on to Berlin, holding on to these ports. That battle is totally fine there. Okay. Have our troops arrived here? They in fact have. So I can put you back on the boats. Everything here seems to be pretty hunky-dory. Africa is moving. Slowly, but it is moving. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and transport my troops into Marseille. I'll do the transport action so that when my transports will run away right away. And, yep, there we go. And then I will send these guys into Italy with the expectation that most of the Italian forces are probably in Germany proper. Because I'm not fighting much in the way of German forces over here, so there can't be that much. Now, I don't have to actually set a war goal with these guys, do I? Sure, we'll puppet Germany. I have no idea if that's necessary. But I'm just going to click puppet all the things. What could possibly go wrong with that? It's going to be a long walk, but, you know, just start going. It's okay. Again, one of those times it would have been nice to have tanks just for speed. Just for speed. Okay, so you're running back, but this battle is going to be won. There we go. Excellent. You stay in Hamburg. You do move forward here, which is going to be fine. It does leave an opening in Kiel. Although if they move forward, they will get crushed by a couple of different angles. And we are bringing back some troops over there, so I think that's ultimately going to be okay. Oh, there's a little bit of air as well, which we're not doing much with. I could move forward over here. These garrisons, I'm willing to bet we could just defeat them, because they're probably not a full stack. But the thing is, I really don't want to lose Rostock. But it's not terrible, and actually, if we were to push up over here, it'd be a little easier to keep that bottleneck. That's probably alright. I don't know. It's kind of risky. But without a little bit of risk, where's the reward? That's at least one HQ. It might be pretty easy to take them. Actually, yeah, they only have one division. Oh, and it's really weak, so good. You're going to come over that way. And you are going to go and try to take between these two rivers over here. And you guys are all HQs, yeah. So move forward a bit. And you guys are a variety of divisions. And Bonn is about to be retaken, so I think it's going to be a good time actually for us to go and attack there. Yeah, let's do that. We don't attack Cross River, and we should be able to take these guys out. Yeah, they're at half organization, so that's not a problem. We are slowly attacking over here. I think there was some air bombard as well. So, you know, a little extra difficulty, but we're about to take Copenhagen. Excellent. If I look at politics, there's nothing I can liberate or do with. Nope. I could create some puppets, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Defeat some Hungarian troops over there. That's all fine. Yeah, some ground attack stuff. I guess... Hold on. Where's my fleets? Or my air forces? This is a bit of a commitment, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my full airplanes over here, the ones that are in good shape. There we are. And I'm going to rebase you, let's say here. We might get shot at a bit, but overall it should be relatively safe, I hope. And it does suck to put it all in one big air wing like that, because it does mean that we will get some massive stacking penalties. There we go. There was a bit of an engagement, and yeah, we're getting wicked stacking penalties. I don't know if I told them to move in a passive way. I would have preferred them to try to dodge everything. Okay, looks like they have arrived here successfully. Excellent. So, my interceptors, who do need to recharge, that's fine. Well, everyone kind of needs to recharge. But at least they're relatively decent shape. Strategic bombers. Okay, so we'll just wait a little bit before we send them out, let them recharge their organization. But then we can maybe provide a little bit of air cover. I don't know, you know what? Listen, I hate to do this to you. Just provide, right here, day operations, and just run for 2 days. Just give me a little bit of zonage over here. Be on defensive, though. Only take fights that you're really confident about. We don't have a bunch in the way of supplies and organization. We'll probably mostly lose some stuff. Let's cross our fingers. I don't know. Just try to cancel some of that ground attack so that we can make that push. There, and there we go. We won that. Excellent! Okay, and we have Copenhagen. Hold on. Politics. Liberate Denmark. Bam. You're welcome, Denmark. Okay, you go there. And we're not going to stick around here either. So this unit is going to go there, and then is going to come back across there, and we'll figure out what to do with you. You are going to go there, and then you're going to come back. You are going to go north. And you're still going to go to Kiel, which is going to be fine. All right. Right away, we get a Danish HQ. Boo-ah. We'll get the rest of them liberated soon. Now, important question. Can I rebase over here? I can. And can I patrol over here? I can. There we go. That's what I'm looking to do. I don't necessarily need to rebase. Being based in Kiel is still fine. But now we can patrol over here, which makes me very happy. Meanwhile, troops in France, you have no supplies. Really? Supplied from Paris? I think we're just going to have to wait for the resources to trickle down here. Should I start to make a move over to here? I'm not sure. What I should do, though, is get a corps, followed by an army, followed by another army group. And the army group I will connect to the European HQ. But yeah, this army group, I will rename it the Italian Army Group. And in fact, I think it's probably fine if I go and turn on the AI for this. Tell them to be attacking. Your goal is to take Torino. Get in there. On the Battle of Dortmund. All right. That's obviously an easy engagement. And in fact, I should split up these guys to go in slightly different directions. As soon as the battle is won, which is going to be instantaneous. There we go. One of you continue on that way. Are you engaged again? No, there we go. You go that way, and another one of you go down here, and the rest of you can go to Nuremberg, with the rest of you, the last one, I should say, can go that way. All right. Keep holding on to that. And yeah, I think the AI, we could just turn on the theater AI at this point, and I'm pretty sure they'd be able to successfully advance on most fronts just fine, actually. Oop. Oh, lost that battle. I guess when I saw the win earlier, maybe it was an air battle thing? Or no, that was the air battle. Oh, I did bring the land battle. So then I'm just withdrawn over here, but they've already pulled back. It was the air battle that I'd won. Alright, that's fine. Japan. Listen, I gotta pull these troops out of here because, honestly, if I don't soon, the war's gonna be over. And actually, there we go. That's as many as we can fit on the transports. So, all y'all get on the transports. And then, presumably we can come up through here. Excellent. I think this is going to be a safe route. And then we will revisit you later on and get you to do a landing over here, perhaps. Okay. Augsburg, continue to move on there. And yeah, I'm really wondering about just automating the European HQ at this point, putting them on a blitz stance and telling them to aggressively go for all the victory points. You know what? Why don't you just attack here? I'm willing to bet. then you can just push all this back. And these HQ, I don't know if the AI will do this, but this HQ by itself could go and claim this territory. Can't fight, but they can pick territory up. And that would be awfully nice. So we've got a wall here, so why don't you go and fill in my gap at Warren so I feel a little bit better about myself. Actually, it looks we are being attacked here, aren't we? Should have a defensive edge. Ooh, they have 200% attack. Wow! Strong stuff! Okay, yeah, we won that Battle of Lech, as expected. Anyway, you just... Whoops. Stay there. Wait for that to finish. And then we'll move them simultaneously. Okay. Hold on to Berlin. Meanwhile, we're trying to hook up some territory over here, which is going to be lovely. I mean, since I'm not really putting a lot of work into my attacks, I probably should just do that. Shouldn't I? Well, we'll get this to finish up, so we'll get a better front up here. But then, yeah, I think an automation of the European theater is set to come. Although, I don't know, these guys are going to be a little bit doofy. Maybe not the theater. Maybe just the army groups would be the best solution. Speaking of which, do I even have these guys in, like, a structure? Yeah, I do. Except the wrong one. All you guys. Break up. You. Create a new corps. And then a new army group. Or a new army. Then a new army group. Which will be the North Europe. Should be Northern Europe, but whatever. That's fine. And then you can attach the European HQ. And... go. Here we want a highest skill leader that we can get in this position, and then hopefully everything else get, you know, equipped out. I'm not really paying too much attention, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Hopefully I'll give you some bonuses. You guys might be fighting, which is certainly not good. That is perfectly fine, though. I mean, my HQs shouldn't be fighting, for example. That's what I was saying there. Battle of Bamberg has been won. Okay. Continuing to advance on all fronts. Getting a bit of a... creating a bulge there. Not the kind of bulge that the Battle of the Bulge necessarily refers to. Because that was more of a German offensive. We are fighting an HQ with some Marines. That sounds like a pretty big win to us, to me. Alright. Battle of Midden. Enforce Puppet. Excellent. Take some more dudes out of the picture. We've got a bunch of dudes just sitting around right now. So you can make a run that way. And actually, we'll split you up a little bit to do that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to speed it up to speed 3. We're going to finish that little counterattack over there, and then I think I will go ahead and start automating these army groups. Battle of Bad Kissingen. Alright. Oh, I didn't actually add the rest of these guys to that order of battle that I was just creating. And then that'll be it for that core. So I'm going to create a new core, say right here. And then attach this one to my nearby army. And be careful, some of these cores are not, or some of these divisions are not full. Which I knew, of course, and forgot. You are going to create a new core, attach it to the army over there. Lovely. You can get attached to that core. You can get attached to that core. I think that'll leave one more. You know what, though? I'm going to leave you operating independently. Oh, this is being picked up anyway. Alright, tell you what. You just get attached to the army directly. That'll be fine. Not necessarily ideal, but it's okay. Alright, well, we're going to put a cut in here. I think what I'll do is I'll check things, but I believe we will be automating more than just this one army group on the next go. Carrier attack force, we will go and... Oh, it didn't get requeued. Okay, that's fine. For our fighters, some people recommended that I should research some detachable fuel tanks. Is that not in this list? I mean, I can get more fuel tanks. Oh, drop tanks, there we go. gives you more range without actually sacrificing any other defenses. The idea is you have the extra fuel tank that you use to increase your range, and when you get in combat, you drop that fuel tank so that you're still light and maneuverable. So we will take that to add to our fighter range, which should hopefully help. And otherwise, basically keep researching what we're researching. All right, thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.